Before I start this video, I understand it might be a little bit too long for some of you, so if you could just look in the description right now, scroll down, you will see I have provided chapters. So if you really care about certain skins today, you can just skip ahead. I've provided the option. And with that, good day, Ruskin enjoyers. It was complete the set today, and we got quite a lot of skins being accepted from very notable collections, yes indeed. Now, we didn't see that much armour. Fair enough. I guess you could probably say maybe backpacks kind of whatever, you get the idea, but still Blackout. We saw the return of Glacial Visage, Tempered Collection, Toy Collection, Berserker Boots finally accepted, Thundergold, and another Armoured Double Door. There's quite a lot here. Hardsuit also got accepted. That was the first backpack skin to be submitted, so fair enough, Mr. Shedman. First come, first serve. Right then. So out of all of these skins, which of them are and are not abnormal? So let's just quickly hop over to here and look at the Rust store itself. 12 skins in total. Now let me just point this out to you. We might potentially see more next week. We might have a second week to complete the sets. I can't officially say that, but it wouldn't surprise me. But at the very least, maybe it might not be an official complete the sets continuation next week. We'll probably still see some very, very late picks still appearing next week from notable collections. We'll find out. Anyway, Berserker Boots, you are not abnormal. And Blackout Burlap Pants, you are not abnormal, along with the shirts. But the tools as well, yeah. But everything else is. So the sleeping bag, the backpacks, both of them, the armoured double door, the tempered armoured door, the Thundergold SAP, the Toy Thompson. Actually, no, Toy Thompson is not. Sorry, I got almost all of that correct. Sorry. So just to confirm, yes, 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 yes. Those are the abnormal skins that will become marketable before the Rust rotates next week, and we can chase after them with some ever so lovely looking bilders. Now, with all the skins today, obviously it being complete the sets, they have been in the workshop for quite a long time. You shouldn't be surprised by that. Now, the one that waited the longest appears to be the Toy Thompson. Look at the upvotes compared to downvotes. Every single skin that was accepted today had at least double upvotes compared to downvotes. Cool. Not going to complain about that, I hope. Some people still will. Anyway, clearly a lovely, interesting variety, which was definitely approved of. And now, after how many hours? It's been almost 3 hours now, almost, since the Rust rotated. These skins have sold quite a lot. Bit concerning, right? So, just a quick talk about the Rust store itself. There's a lot of interest in these skins. More specifically, backpacks have now become marketable. 2 in the same week, that's not too surprising. I was fully expecting at least more than one backpack appearing for the first instance where backpacks were going to appear in a Rust store. It's happened many times when certain items become skinnable for the first time ever. Road sign gloves and whatnot. Cool. Anyway, be concerned about this. Yeah, it's very nice and very cool because they're the first ever marketable backpacks. But if they sell too much and more backpacks are accepted in the future and then more and more and more, these suddenly aren't so special anymore. Please be wary. I might have to make like an extra video talking about that. But I'm sure you understand. Yes, it's looking very nice and very cool. But at the end of the day, if you want the skin, by all means, buy it for yourself. Treat yourself if you truly want it. But if you're looking at it as an investment, you've got to wait it out. It's the smarter thing to do. Because we don't know how much usage they're going to get in terms of, well, if we start seeing more and more and more skins and Twitch drops and whatnot, which one's going to be the most favourable skins to use and whatnot? Yeah. So, yeah, be wary, be patient. Cool. Now, overall, quite a lot of interesting skins. I'm well aware of the Burlap clothing right here. Kind of surprised, but hey, if it's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. But we've kind of been in this instance before. Do you remember Complete the Sets, May 2023? I just want to quickly remind you what happened when we had Whiteout boots selling at 99 cents. So we've talked about this on my chat already, but they sold a lot because a lot of people wanted them, but they also sold a lot because a lot of people thought it was going to be an instant profit. What happened? Well, 64,414 individual people bought that pair of boots right there, and a lot of people bought in excess. They bought hundreds and thousands because they thought, oh yeah, it's going to be an easy flip, it's going to be easy profit. Well, what happened was this crashed and burned pretty quickly because there's far too much bought compared to actual genuine demand. So as we look over to here, you might notice that it's actually in the positive now. This took a year and a half to happen, all right? This took a year and a half, 18 months to finally get to this point. And if you bought these for 99 cents in the Rust store a year and a half ago, if you were to sell them right now, you'd make about 2 pennies profit. Yeah. Now, when it was really bad, there was several thousands of these on the Steam market and on third-party sites. Look at the sales history and you can see that green line has been a bit awkward. Down, struggled very badly. At its worst point, it was selling for about 45 cents. But as time has gone on, it has gradually improved. There is a strong enough demand for it, but initially just far too much of it available. So please be aware where things can go pretty wrong pretty quickly, all right? So that is very familiar with some of the things I'm seeing here, but notably these two here. So you've been warned, and you've had a good example showcased to you. Cool. Right then, so let's go ahead now, showcase all of these skins in order of, the top selling skins so far, and I'll try my best to showcase them to the best of my ability. No Mercy Backpack. I'm not surprised this was accepted. I was fully expecting a No Mercy skin to appear. Now, if we could just quickly go over to here. No, I should have closed all of this off. Whoopsie, I meant to go over to here. My complete the sets candidates list. Look what was right there as number one, the very first skin. Not surprised. It's a very cool looking skin, and why don't we go ahead and take a good look at it? So let's go do that right now. And as you can see, that's looking very nice. A lovely piece of work. Look at that. And I'm of course wearing this with the full set of No Mercy as well. It's not cheap, guys. That is not a cheap set. Altogether, you're looking at about $50+, and I don't think it's getting any cheaper, especially with this arriving today. So yeah, do you like what you see? Are you a fan? Do you want to wear that? And are you going to wear it with the likes of Whiteout and whatnot? Because I guess it couldn't hurt. Now, some people are asking, Hedge, could you also wear the jacket as well? Yes, I can do that right now. So as we quickly go to here, put that on, and then observe my skull. But yeah, get a good look at that. And then as we pan around, get a good look at that when you're wearing it with the jacket. Looks very nice. Now, I have made a short video showcasing this in the snowy area. I will make sure that'll be out in time. So by the time you're watching this, later in the day, you'll see a nice little short video showcasing this. Amongst the rocks in the snowy region, it does kind of blend in quite nicely. So yes, backpack, a nice brand new addition. What do you feel about it? Feel free to comment below. But whilst it's nice and special right now, being one of the first marketable skins to be introduced for a backpack, No Mercy, you could lose favour and you could suffer because of it, all right? You've been warned. I just want to point that out. So anyway, perfectly fine looking design, selling at $3, correct? Yes, $3. So is that going to be pretty regular, or are they going to potentially sell for more in the future? No Mercy tends to be pretty special and gets treated as such and sells for a higher price, but will there be even more special things? And I'm going to sit here and say this right now. I will not be surprised in the slightest. For Christmas this year, we will see a Santa's sack backpack skin. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. It sounds so weird to say, but you know what I'm talking about. I won't be surprised if that happens. Cool. So does it glow in the dark? Let's just go ahead and go snap and tap. And no, it doesn't glow in the dark. If it did, you'd probably be very concerned. But no Mercy skins glow in the dark. Tap and snap. Cool. So yeah, do you like the set? Do you think it looks cool? Feel free to go ahead and try buy some of that, because it might be a little bit too pricey. But if you write your note to Santa right now, I'm sure you could potentially get it under the Christmas tree, maybe. Anyway, cool. So let's tap out of here. Keep an eye on it. If you want one for yourself, go treat yourself. Support that skin creator. He's always putting out very nice, creative looking designs. But if you're thinking about wanting to make an investment into it, maybe buy 50 or 100 or whatnot, it's abnormal. We can take our time. Next Wednesday night, I will be streaming. Look in the description. You'll see links to all my socials. You'll see my Twitch link. And I will be on stream 9 p.m. London time. And we'll talk about that backpack. We'll talk about how much we want to offer for it. But just be aware of this. Right now, with a lot of people playing the game, it's pretty good. Can't complain. This is expected to stop after January, okay? When we delve into February, March, April, that's going to be Easter time. And prices do drop during that period of time, right? Less people will be playing, less demand for skins, lower skin prices. I know I've been yapping so much beforehand, talking about how, September, October, November was going to be bad. But to my surprise, it was absolutely fantastic this year. We've got so much momentum, and rust skin prices are doing very, very nicely at the moment. Hopefully they're even better by December and January. And don't forget, January Force White for 2025 is happening on January 2nd. I don't think kids are going back to school until January 6th. I'm expecting a lot of people to be playing. So will that ride, will it ride the momentum and potentially go up in price very quickly? That's for you to consider, all right? Lots of things being said. You've got to take it all in, write notes. Cool. Right then, shall we now go ahead and showcase the Blackout Burlap? And so, we've got ourselves another batch of Blackout skins. Now, I obviously gave you the warning just a little bit earlier. A lot of people are probably looking at it and thinking, wow, that's going to easily go up in price. I'm going to go buy 50 or 100 or maybe even 1,000. But yes, just be a bit careful, okay? 99 cents is cheap, very affordable, very approachable, and that is not abnormal. That will only become marketable when the rush rotates next week, all right? So what would be the smart thing to do? Well, if you want it, buy it for yourself. But if you want to just be a little bit more patient, wait until Wednesday, then make a consideration. Now, all of Blackout's basically up in price. We can take a look at that in a bit. But with what we see here, early game, lovely Blackout Burlap clothing, cannot complain. And can we just quickly, yes. Oh, wow, it's camouflage. No, don't start this. Look, listen. At night time, you can't see anything regardless, all right? Come on. So, snap. Cool. Why don't we go right up here and just do a nice little pose. Strike a pose. Look at my skull. And yeah, that is looking ever so nice. That is a lovely batch of burlap clothing. But you know what? We might have forgotten something. Don't we already have burlap primitive skins? Yes, we do. We do. We have a poncho. So let's just go quickly grab that. That poncho has been bought out today. With the arrival of the burlap clothing, it has gone all the way up to $5. So do you think that's a lovely little setup right there? I'm standing amongst the lights, and do you think it reflects that much? I don't think so. So get a good look at that. Do you think that's something you want? I think it's doing a very good job. I think it's doing a very good job and looking ever so nice. A lovely piece of work from Mr. MDE. But will we see more? Will we get hide clothing now? Will we get hide boots, leather gloves? Will we get, I don't know, a bandana? Will we get a boonie hat? I mean, I wouldn't say no. It'd be looking pretty cool, wouldn't it? More the merrier, okay? So it does look very nice at night time. Is it going to be worth the price? So with the arrival of the Blackout Burlap, let's hop out of here. I've noticed something on the front page of the Rusty Market. Mob Boss Burlap shirt and pants got dumped. Quite sad to see, but I'm kind of not surprised. And this year we have had quite a lot of burlap clothing, haven't we? Is that going to persist into the next year? Because burlap clothing by default tends to be pretty reliable, tends to work out quite nicely. But yeah, it was going up, whoop, down. Now that just might be a reaction, right? Might just be a reaction. Give it a while, probably go back up again. When you look at all the burlap shirt and pants skins, they're actually kind of like in the majority in the positive. So let's just go quickly take a look at that. So burlap shirts, how are you currently doing? And the answer is SUMM's a little bit slow. Give it time. Just be a little bit patient. I'm not patient. What's going on? Oh, come on, SUMM. We're live. What are you doing? Come on. Oh, what a shame. Well, in the meantime, I can show you that Blackout ponchos, as I said, selling quite nicely, went all the way up to $5. Can it keep going up? Well, it went all the way up to $5, and then more listings started to appear. But over the course of now to the weekend, I wouldn't be surprised if it potentially rises up a little bit more. So with my Steam Inventory Helper extension, I can see more, and it's very thin, very thin. Bilders are rising up. I think this is the point where the poncho's probably going to always be above $3 from now on. Wouldn't surprise me. And on the horizon, will we get even more Blackout primitive skins being made? As I said, bandana, boonie hats and whatnot. Maybe a head wrap. Wouldn't say no to that. But yeah, if it does appear, even better for the burlap clothing, even better for this poncho as well. So this is now going to reach a brand new all-time high price. And will it keep growing from here on now? Only during the likes of this week. I don't think it's going to keep rising all the way to a stupidly high price until January. That is something I will doubt. So maybe it is a good time to consider selling your poncho now. Will it ever reach back up to this price again? Maybe. But again, if we do see some more primitive Blackout stuff being produced, yes, things can look very nice in the future. Here we are, thank you. Right, so take a look at all of these skins. That came out recently, and it's technically a Halloween skin, so you can accept it being down in price. But look at all the positivity. Look at all of that. Now, before, we didn't really tend to see that much burlap clothing being introduced. Yes, we've had Twitch drops and whatnot, and yes, that has happened. But yeah, it's still looking pretty good. By default, that Blackout shirt and pants, burlap shirt and pants, it should be okay. But how much will it sell? How much will it sell by next Thursday? I cannot give you a solid answer right now. But with it only technically being, what, like 3 hours? And it's already at 6,000 subscribers. But it looks like, if I were to give you a very rough guess, it's going to probably end up at around 30,000 subscribers. That is a lot, but it's not a ridiculous amount. It's not Whiteout Boots bad, all right? So, okay, that's fine. That's cool. I would like to show you all the Burlap pants as well, but obviously you can see we have a bit of a problem here with APP. Oh, there we go. Thank you. It heard me starting to get angry. Anyway, that's down in price, that's down in price, that's down in price, but that's only down by 10, that's only down by 5, and that's only down by 7. And then the rest of them, A-OK, perfectly fine. Burlap is looking very, very interesting. But if we do keep seeing more and more Burlap shirt and pants being accepted in the future, and potentially we'll see even more during 2025, all right, that's when we start to get a little bit worried. But Blackout, I said this earlier, Blackout, so many skins in this collection already. Do you see any of them struggling? I mean, that one's, yeah, okay, that was a little bit oversaturated, but all the other skins, yeah, it's fine. Say okay. Looking pretty good. And they are potentially going to keep on rising in price until January 2025. So things are looking pretty okay. Just be a little bit wary. Just be a little bit cautious. If you're going to make an investment, you wait until Wednesday. If you want the skin, you go buy it. Support that skin creator. Show interest and hope we see more primitive skins being produced. Cool. So that is looking to be quite appealing. What are your thoughts? Feel free to comment below. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the Hardsuit Backpack with the Hardsuit collection. Hardsuit Backpack, here we are. Now, one thing I haven't addressed yet, these are blue. You might notice with skins, clothing and armour tends to be green. Weapons and tools tend to be red. Deplorables tend to be blue. Backpacks are blue. Well, when you look at satchel charges, they're green as well. They're not clothing and armour, are they? So, I don't know. But by default, backpack skins are $1.49. And both of these are abnormal, $3 and $2. Now, Hardsuit Backpack, everything I said in regards to the No Mercy backpack would also have to apply to this. These are the first 2 skins to appear. They are special now. But as time goes on, you got to be a little bit wary. When more and more options appear, these can end up being neglected. Now, right now, because they're the first ever skins to be accepted, they're probably going to sell a lot, which is very nice for the skin creators. Props to you. Congratulations to Mr. Shedmon. But just be a little bit wary. Now, also Hardsuit collection, I just want to quickly address this. Is it, well, I thought it was going to take its time there, but yeah, it's not exactly doing super grey, as you can see. Now, would a backpack cause this to spike in price? I haven't seen anything move as of yet. I haven't really noticed anything on the Steam market. But why don't we actually go ahead and showcase this right now? A full metal man right here in front of you. Now, first of all, we got zips. Do you see that? We have absolutely fantastic zips right there. Zippers, so fantastic. Thank you very much, Mr. Shedmon. I am looking ever so nice and shiny with my very lovely looking Hardsuit backpack right there. So this is the full set of Hardsuit. I am made of metal, I am strong, and you are weak. So let me just move the sun around so we can get nice shine. There we go. Now I'm even better. Your flesh is weak, I am strong. So anyway, this is the Hardsuit collection. Do you like it? Well, maybe you might want to consider giving it a second look right now, because we just got a backpack, and with the oil all applied, so I'm looking ever so nice. And does it glow in the dark? No, it doesn't. Don't worry about that. It is shiny, though. It is shiny. Now, considering that we potentially might be getting a primitive game mode set up soon, not sure if it's going to be early next year or potentially being announced during December, we shall see. Would you like to dress up like a knight? You could wear this backpack with the heavy knight set. You could wear it with the, what was the other one? Oh, what was the other one? Damascus. Can't remember what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. So there's many metallic sets in the game, but we got a very cool metallic backpack now to wear with it. Now, it's up to you, but metallic sets with swords in a primitive game mode would look pretty cool. And then you also have a backpack, so yay. It's up to you. I'd love to see your comments. What do you think? Are you a fan? If you're not a fan, that's fine. You know, it's not for everyone. But it's definitely a nice looking option. So 2 backpacks today. One is selling more than the other. But hey, at least we have options. And you never know, in the future, maybe we'll get a green one, or a blue one, or a red one, or a frog one. Look at my shorts videos if you want to go see the froggy one. Right then. So, with that said, shall now go ahead and take a look at the first deplorable for today. Well, I mean, backpack, shut up. So, over to here. We have the Armoured Door, single Armoured Door for the Tempered collection. A very notable and very interesting collection, yes indeed. That right there is looking ever so nice and exquisite. As we could just quickly snap over to here, it does happen to glow in the dark, and Hedges has forgot to look at his Rust Plus and turn it off. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that. But yes, it is a glow-in-the-dark armoured door, looking ever so nice, looking ever so pristine. So the Tempered collection, a very notable collection that's been around for almost 10 years now. I'm not joking. Yes, indeed. And yes, as I quickly turn over to here, we now have the single armoured door. Didn't get the sheet... Oh, we did get the sheet metal door. I was thinking of the armoured double door, but then we did get the other... Anyway. There will potentially still be more deplorables on the way. Water purifier, chairs, tables. Anyway, hopping out of here. It kind of drops off pretty hard, doesn't it? 6,000 subscribers, 4,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers. Okay, that's fine. I'm not that worried. Let these skins sell a lot. Let these other skins that are remaining not sell too much, because if they do end up potentially working out quite nicely in the future, hey, all the better for them to rise up in price. So Tempered collection, how are you currently holding up? Because we had all the clothing and armour, various weapons and tools, and then we got deplorables. Now, some of these skins did go down in price during October. It was inevitable. But as you can see, they're not down too bad. Large box only down by 11%. Small box down by 12%. Sheet metal double door down... Well, actually, it was down a bit at one point, but now it's up by 1%. In short, it's not really struggling that badly, and we can accept that. So, with the arrival of this today, will these spike up in price? I haven't seen them being bought out. What if I went to page 2 of 3? Do I see anything there? Do I see anything there? Well, there you go. There's a double door. Hey. Anyway, that was already doing quite all right. I don't know what beholds for the armoured door here. As you can see, some skins did go down. But I can confirm to you, with the armoured doors that we've seen so far this year, and last year and the year before that, they went down in price. The majority did. Now, some have kind of done quite all right. We'll showcase that to you in a second. But SCMM likes to take its time. Oh, there you go. Thank you. But yeah, Shadowborn armored door right there. That looks really cool. And that's doing very nicely. I'm not surprised. But down 52, down 58, down 57, down 69, down 9, down 28. And over to here, the Brutalist armored door with the transparency and the glow in the dark. Down 25. What? I don't know. Yeah. Out of the past 3 years, we have one skin in the positive. Will things improve over the course of the next few weeks, over the course of the next couple months? Probably. Maybe that goes back up in price a little bit more. Maybe this does as well. That'll only be like a couple out of 30 skins? Yeah, okay, that's a bit concerning. Will Tempered Armored Door go down in price ridiculously? I don't think it will go down ridiculously, but it might end up like this, down by 25%. I am a bit concerned. But if it doesn't sell too much, maybe it's not going to be so bad. That is definitely also something to take into consideration. Okay. So, it's abnormal. We don't have to rush into buying it, all right? We don't have to rush into buying it. Keep an eye on it. And will we see more tempered deplorables being produced as of now? Has anyone asked? So we go over to the workshop comments. And, well, nothing's been said for a year almost. Well, that has, but yeah. I know there were other tempered deplorables submitted in the past, and they could just be resubmitted. I didn't mean to add that to collection. I was trying to look for the collection link. Sorry about that. Scroll. So yes, this has been around for quite literally 10 years almost. And in the past, I have seen... where's the armoured double door? Oh, no. Oh, okay. It was all in my head. I've gone mad. Looks like he's going to have to put some work in and make some more then. Chairs, tables, please, Mr. Milho-Feature. I know you can pull it off. I know you can do it. Please, please, please. I'd love a table and a chair. So, yeah, all right. We'll just have to wait and see what else he wants to cook on. Because remember, he also had like the chameleon collection and whatnot. We could have potentially seen Ladybug today. Didn't happen, but I wouldn't have said no. But yeah. He's been around for a very, very, very long time, and I'm pretty sure he can still cook up some very interesting pieces. Tempered wooden double door? I wouldn't say no. So, Mr. Milho-Frito, it's in your hands. Let's see what happens next. But by default, if nothing really happens, it's going to go down in price. I won't be surprised. So, cool. Understood. Shall we now talk about the next skin? The Thundergold SAP. Let's go ahead and jump on to talking about that. Thunder, na. So, hello, good day. It's the return of the Thundergold collection. It was very prominent early this year, and wow, get a good look at that shine, looking ever so nice. Now, I was mistaken earlier. I thought this was the first white sap to be accepted. Technically speaking, we do have the No Mercy sap. Get a good look at that. Now, I made a little short video earlier, which should be uploaded on the same day that this is uploaded. I'm pretty sure I upload this quite late in the night, so give it some time. Later on the day, on Friday, you will see me do a comparison of these in the snowy area. Both of them are perfectly fine in the snow. So this is the No Mercy, and of course, now we have a second white sap. Now, No Mercy is white and black. This is white and gold, Thundergold. So, what are your thoughts? Do you like what you see? Because by default, a $2 SAP, this right here, I can't help but assume it's going to work out quite nicely. Now, we have had quite a lot of SAPs this year. That is something I would have to consider mentioning. So, hopping out of here and taking a look, we've had some very notable skins being accepted, such as Blackout SAP. We've also seen, a Bombshell SAP earlier this year, and we also had a Black Diamond SAP. And when you look at all of them, you might notice, wow, hang on a minute, they're doing quite all right. Yes, indeed. SAPs are reliable. They get a lot of usage, people appreciate them, and of course, from what you can see there, they're doing nicely. Now, when you look at some of these over here, they're down in price, but then you take a look at those, and then you take a look at some of these, and you think, oh, okay, never mind. I don't want to sound mean, but yeah, it's all by design. Anyway, Thundergold. I would sit here and say it's probably more whiter compared to the No Mercy SAP. So if you're a Whiteout enjoyer, if you enjoy roaming around in the snowy tundra areas and whatnot, do you have a Whiteout SAP? No, you don't. No, you don't. But now you can hold thunder in your hands. Oh, yes. So, yeah, it is a $2.49 skin. Sorry about that. $2.49. It was $1.99 in my currency. Blip. But I think it's actually looking to be a pretty reliable looking skin. I know not too long ago we had the Black Diamond SAP and it didn't sell too much, and that only worked out even better for it. But how much is this going to sell? So I did mention this a little bit earlier when I first looked at this. These skins right here, selling a lot. Yes, this is getting a lot of attention. But these skins over here, not getting as much attention. So if these do end up, being appreciated, after all of this is said and done, what happens next? Well, all the better for them to rise up in price ever so nicely. Okay. That is abnormal. We don't need to rush into buying it. But I've already bought a bunch, so I gave them away. People wanted it. I think Thundergold SAP's looking to be very appealing, and I've got my eyes on it, and I'm, going to keep track of that, because that is looking very, very appealing. Will we see any more white SAPs being accepted anytime soon? Don't know. Will we see a Whiteout SAP ever being created and accepted? Well, there was an AK, and it could have been accepted today, but it didn't. Just saying. Anyway, I think it's in a very, very interesting spot. I think it will be appreciated. No, I don't think it's going to sell too much. But that's me saying it right now. I'd rather wait until tomorrow, see what it looks like after the first 24 hours of sales, and then 48 hours of sales, and of course next Wednesday. It's abnormal. I think it'll be doing well, but that's me saying it now. But how much will it sell Wednesday night, and how much will it sell, when the Rust rotates next week? We shall see. But it's in a very, very interesting looking spot. And if I could just quickly look at my skull and just observe. You could just move the sun around and whatnot, because that right there is a very, very nice and shiny looking set right there. Yes, indeed. So, good job there, more for some micro. Thank you very much for some more Thundergold skins. Unlucky we didn't get the hoodie and pants. I know so many people are probably screaming right now thinking, where do we get the hoodie and pants? Well, we got the SAP, and I don't think we can complain about that. It's fine. Right then, shall we move on and talk about the next skin? That being the sleeping bag right here. Right, so to my surprise, well, not really, I was expecting at least one skin to appear. We have a Glacial Visage skin, and if you've been outside recently, it's pretty cold, so good timing. It is almost the winter, snap, and that, my friends, happens to glow in the dark very brightly. Probably very helpful for you inside your base. That is a very cool looking skin. So this is produced by Mr. Trix, I believe that's his name. It's been quite a while. He used to get quite a lot of skins accepted because he made Molten Visage and Glacial Visage, and it's been a bit quiet, but maybe this could be the beginning of a resurgence. Maybe we're going to start seeing some more skins being produced. Maybe someone will finally make a cool looking icy chair and table. I want to see it. Cool. Come on. I know we have the Throne DLC, but you can't trade that and whatnot. Also, if you're going to have the Throne DLC, you should put that at the end of the table and have like a whole bunch of like icy chairs with the table, and look pretty cool. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's move the sun around, and yeah, look at that shine, look at that sheen. Is that something you care about? Probably not, but it is supposed to be icy, so he's done a good job there with the sheen and the shine. It glows, it looks cool. Now, what's going to happen to it? Well, glow-in-the-dark sleeping bags. How many have we had this year? Because we've had a few. Not all of them were like super bright and shiny. And again, it's not really something for outside, but it's definitely something you probably appreciate on the inside. Glacial Visage, you're looking interesting. $2.49. We've had a decent amount of sleeping bags. A bit less compared to last year, of course. That's doing all right. That's doing okay. That went down in price. It was green and it glowed in the dark, and it didn't really glow that much, so a bit all over the place. Your bread, your ultramarine, You're a Twitch drop. You're a Twitch drop. You're a Halloween skin. So it's a bit conflicting because with the recent skins, they either have like a very obvious reason why or a very good reason why. Anyway, this right here, Glacial Visage. Let's go remember this collection because these came out quite some time back, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. That's doing okay. That went down, that went down, that went down. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, mate, we could have had Armoured Double Door. We could have had the Furnace. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not upset with the sleeping bag, but the Furnace looked very, very cool as well. Anyway. Mr. Tricks, yes, you could just resubmit them. This could be the resurgence of Glacial Visage. After 3 years, another skin has been accepted. And it's, it's perfect timing. Because it's really cold right now, and keep me in the theme. But yeah, resubmit the locker, the armoured door, the furnace, your sheet metal double doors. Mate, we've had so many sheet metal double doors this year, I'm surprised you haven't done that. Anyway, that right there, probably not going to sell too much. Remember, these are getting all the attention. But we've got to wait at least until after the first 24 hours of sales and whatnot, and then we can start guessing. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting looking skin to consider investing into, but more specifically, it is abnormal. We can wait till Wednesday. We can do the abnormal barders first, and then we can approach it. Now, if you still don't understand what abnormals are, please consider going to my YouTube now and look at my most recent Rust Skin Abnormal Barders video for November 21, 2024. Consider giving that a good watch. Watch the first 5 minutes, then look in the description, scroll down, and then skip ahead to the buy orders. You'll basically get the general gist. We know when these skins become marketable, they become marketable before the Rust rotates, and we're going to put barders down as fast as possible. Then afterwards, we can look at the abnormal barder support, how many barders do they have, how high does the price go, and then we make considerations if you want to jump in and make a purchase. If it looks reliable, if it looks like it's not going to go down in price anytime soon, then we jump in and make a purchase. Simple as that. Right then, so with what we have here, looks pretty appealing. So shall we now move on and talk about the Toy Thompson? Gentlemen, do you have enough batteries? Because, there's some very big batteries. Yes, this is the Toy Thompson. It is the skin that waited in the workshop the longest out of the whole set, and that is a very useful aim sight, red aim sight. Very nice, very cool. It's got that plasticky reflection type of design. Nothing wrong with that. It's, perfectly befitting what it is. Now, as I hop over to here and strike a pose, get a good look at this. I've got some lovely teeth there. Yep, those are some huge batteries. I hope you can afford that. Anyway, snap. Get a good look at that. It's bright, it's colourful, it's unique. Is this something that appeals to you? Because I have seen some very interesting toy themed skins in the past. And now let's go hop over to here and let's go ahead and showcase to you the toy skins that we've seen that have kind of worked out quite nicely. Look at all the weapon skins. Some of them not doing that good, but then there's the others that are doing quite nicely. That's up in price ever so nice. The SAP there, the revolver, the SAR, the crossbow, the jackhammer. Could they go up even higher in price as we get closer to January time? I hope so. But then you look at the AK and the custom SMG and it's not definitively going to be perfectly fine. I'm actually surprised we didn't see hoodie and pants. Oh, shut up, Hedge. Anyway, get a good look at this. Toy Thompson. Is it going to sell that much? That's the main thing, because, again, all of these other skins here are getting more attention and more sales compared to that. But this is also not abnormal. That's a little bit of a concern. On the Wednesday night, we're going to look at the sales, and then right there and then, we're going to have to try our best to actually figure out if we actually want to jump in and buy it or just stick with doing a buy order. Now, in general, Thompsons this year, they've started to improve, but overall, if you look at all the Thompsons, they're all starting to kind of go a little bit funny. Thompsons used to be very reliable. Then Facepunch stepped in and tweaked the Thompsons, and it kind of went a little bit awkward. So unfortunately, if the actual usage of the weapon itself goes down, then of course the demand for the skins and whatnot goes down as well. Not too hard to understand. Anyway, look at all of that. Look at all of that. Look at all of that. Quite a lot of skins do work out quite nicely. Now, one thing I haven't pointed out just yet, MK Ultra, look at that compared to all the other skins. Stands out so much better compared to all the other skins. Is that something that people like? Well, it's up in price for a good reason. Sold at $2 and now it's sitting there selling at almost $3. Pretty much the exact same thing as this. Now, that did 14,000 subscribers. As I said, how much will this Toy Thompson reach by next Thursday? I don't think it's getting close to 14,000. But then again, it's only right now, it's only been a few hours since the Rust rotated, so unfortunately I can't give you a very strong answer as to how much it's going to sell. But I do want to bring this up as well. Thompsons, how cheap do they get? Not that bad. You don't see these go plummeting down to like 60 to 80 cents at all. And the cheapest one right now actually is currently selling at $1.28. Not the most appealing looking skin, and that's another thing I have to point out. Look at all of these, and then you look back over to here, and that That's looking perfectly fine. That's looking very unique. I think at the very least it will retain its value and do very nicely in the future. The very interesting thing is, how much will it sell? Now, as I quickly go over to here, just want to show you what it looks like at night time, and it does kind of stand out a bit. You can't see the actual, the aim sight very well, so snap. Quick look at that again, and then snap. Yeah. Just, use a hollow sight. Come on now. Now, one thing I forgot to do, snap, I forgot to show the Thundergold SAP, so get a good look at that. It's a bit awkward with the light in there. Can we just turn it around? Turn around every now and then. Oh, that's looking quite shiny. And can we just quickly look at this? Over to here and then snap. There you go. I do apologise about that. But yeah, it's not like you can see it very well. So at least we saw it. Okay, snap. So yeah, Thompson, interesting. But I want to wait it out until Wednesday at the very least, okay? It's a limited series. Joking, but yeah. Wait it out, see what happens. I feel like things might work out quite nicely for it. And if Thompsons in general tend to be quite reliable, I think we can do a pretty good barter and still make some pretty decent profit. But at the end of the day, Wednesday is going to be where we figure out the answer. And it does look like it will be unique enough where it retains value quite nicely. It might be something worth considering to buy. Hey, Clam Slammer, how you doing, buddy? Just got a few more skins to yap about, and then we can start yapping like general. Right. So, we've got Berserker Boots right there. I wasn't expecting boots. Now, just to quickly be a little bit more precise, I thought we were going to get a lot of boots accepted. Just to quickly remind all of you, the amount of boots we have is quite a lot. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, Hey, at least we got one correct, I guess you could say. So, Berserker Collection finally gets its boots, and it's a very cool looking, stunning looking set. So, what I should do then is get the full set out, pair it up with the boots, and we can get a good look at that. But first of all, just to quickly remind all of you, these boots, 99 cents, the Berserker Collection, how's that currently holding up? It's okay. The armour's a little bit awkward, but the amount of that's sold compared to the rest of this is a little bit too much. If you can remember with the Abyss Collection, remember how the Tier 3 came out first and it sold quite a lot, and then the hoodie and pants in Tier 2 never really matched up to those sales? That's the exact same thing here as well. So that's doing all right. That's doing all right. Too much of it. So it's doing all right. Oh, that jacket. Ugh. But would the boots appearing today, would have that improved anything? As of now, I haven't noticed. So as I said, let's go ahead, put on the boots with the full set and see how that looks. Vase and Hanushka produced some very nice, shiny and very well protective looking boots right here. Berserker Boots, finally accepted in what I already mentioned is a full collection. Now it is the Berserker set. Vase, Hanushka, congratulations on finally getting the final piece. YouTube, chat, do you like what you see? Are you a fan of the Berserk show? Because I feel like that's a lovely homage. But yeah, this whole set's very cool looking. Not sure if it's a go-to pick for a lot of people, but if you're looking for something that looks cool, mate, just look at what we're looking at right here. Now, I know the Tier 3 is a little bit cheaper compared to the rest of the set because there's too much of it being bought, but regardless, if you like what you see, go ahead, take a look. As you hop over to here on the SEM.app, you can see the full set right there. It's a little bit pricey, but hey, if you want to look cool, the option's right there. Right then, so boots. The question of, will you be alright? Well, if it sells reasonably, it should be fine, but there's nothing else that can come out now to give this a boost. We got Tier 3, we got hoodie and pants, we got Tier 2, we got gloves, we got a jacket. That's not doing very well at the moment. Ooh, but that right there, I think that's it. There's nothing else I can think of that could be accepted to give that a boost. Primitive skins for clothing? I don't think so. I don't think that's happening. But if you like it and you need it for your toesies with your full set of Berserker, at least it has a home. Now, how much is that going to sell? I don't think it's going to be selling as much as these. I don't think it'll be getting close to 10,000 subscribers. So keep an eye on it. The gloves right there, they didn't go all the way up to 10,000. Well, it just about did, sort of. But the point I'm trying to get across is it didn't sell ridiculously, and that's worked out perfectly fine. It's essentially doubled in price. That sold for 99 cents. It now sells for $2. So if that's kind of the same situation here, then yeah, should be all right. It's not abnormal, but with what I've just said to you, probably will work out quite right. Again, this is behind all of this, so it's in a pretty good spot, and I don't think it'll be selling too much. And the Berserker Collection does seem to be working out quite nicely in terms of, well, you know, it's still in the positive. People still are clearly buying it, so yeah, you're good. Just don't assume it's going to spontaneously spike in price at a certain point, because there's nothing else that can come out after that, really. So All right, regardless, stunning looking set. Thank you once again, Henry Phase. And now let's go ahead and yap about the Pixel Armor Double Door. All right. So I've talked about this, chat, haven't we? I am recording, keeping it fancy. I've talked about this. We have had quite a lot of armoured double doors this year. Now, not as much compared to sheet metal double doors. Yes, we can definitely agree with that. But I am getting concerned because we used to see one of these being accepted a year. And now suddenly we've got 5. Now, 2 of them are Twitch drops. Take that into consideration. But here's another thing to take into consideration. Toxic Armoured Double Door. That glowed in the dark came out earlier this year in the pseudo complete the sets back in May. Part of a collection, and stands out quite nicely, quite colourful, pretty interesting looking design, cannot complain. Then we had the Neon Bismuth Armoured Double Door appearing, and that took me by surprise, and that's already gone up in price very nicely as well. Glows in the dark, very colourful, very cool, and more skins came out after that. Now we have this right here, the Pixel Armoured Double Door. I don't think it glows in the dark. And then I also want to bring up to you the Pixel collection. I'm not hating on this, but I have to be aware if everybody else likes it or not. And I'm looking at this and I'm a little bit concerned. Yeah, the garage door's doing pretty good. The sheet metal double door's doing pretty good. Sheet metal door right there. Single sheet metal door. Yeah. Wooden door. Yeah. Furnace. Yeah. Armored door. Yeah, okay, that's a little bit concerning. Locker has gone down in price, but when times are really good, it tends to work out quite nicely. It does go up in price a fair bit. In short, I'm a little bit worried, but I also don't think it's going to sell that much. I know I said that so much, but for this one specifically, it really doesn't look like it's going to be selling that much at all. So as I turn around, goodbye armor, snap, and with a little twist, we're going over to here. Sunlight, move it. Are you stuck? No. Don't get shy. Come on, all the way. There we go. Okay. So, all right. It's kind of like Minecraft, but quick snap. Does it glow? No, it does not. And that's I don't know. Is that like the end of it? Are we going to immediately say no? Well, I will sit here and say this. I don't think this is going to be getting that much demand compared to like the other skins, of course. People do appreciate the glow. But again, if it sells like next to nothing, maybe it does work out all right simply because of a sheer lack of sales. Got to wait and see. It's fine. It's just I need to know if other people like it. So this is where I am going to ask you, do you like the Pixel collection? Do you like the Pixel Armor Double Door? Part of me would sit here and say, this is probably looking to be the skin that's going to be the most reliable. I said that earlier, but when chat spoke to me a little bit more, I was like, well, you know what? Yeah, you're correct. The other skins, they're not too expensive, the ones that came out this year more specifically. Oh I can't move the sun around. Sorry, I was sitting there trying to spin it, but it can only go around so much. There we go, thank you. But yeah, I mean, Toxic Armor Double Door did work out nicely. When I first looked at that, I thought, you know what, that should be fine. I didn't expect any Armor Double Doors to be accepted after that. And then we got the Twitch drops. And then we got Neon Bismuth. And now we have this. But it's still doing all right. Neon Bismuth is cruising upwards. But I am concerned a little bit more. I remember looking at the locker and I thought, hey, maybe it'll still be okay. Lockers tend to be doing quite all right. Nope. So, Smart Builder can definitely go a long way. Smart Builder can always lead to some profit in some way. And if we do calm down now with Armor Double Door acceptances, that should be all right. Maybe it'll retain value, be okay. But if we start, if we continue to see more and more acceptances, that's going to be not that special and it's just going to lose value. Very sorry to say. So that is abnormal. We have that advantage. We can look at that Wednesday night. We can make considerations, look at the sales and whatnot. But I'm not 100% confident now. Thank you very much, chat. Thank you very much for your opinions. You keep me informed and it helps. Right then. So let's now move on and take a look at the last 2 skins. The weapon, what is it? It's Cargo Heli Tools. Sorry about that. Brain. Cargo Heli Tools. Now, let's just remind all of you. Tool skins. Are they in demand? Well, you know exactly what I'm going to point out. Pretty much every single hatchet and pickaxe skin tends to go down to $1. Ta-da! Down 49, down 37, down 48, down 46, down 51, down 47, up 1. What? Remember, Pixel Tools were listed at 99 cents in the Rust store, so don't be surprised by that one. Scroll down a little bit more. Yep, same thing. That's getting manipulated, so it's an anomaly. And then over to here, same thing. Wow, cool. Hey. Then we have pickaxes. Now, as we look at the pickaxes, you might remember we had the inflatable pickaxe. That appears to be in the process of being manipulated, so there you go. And no, don't bother. It's $1.15. So yeah, That's just over $1. That's under $1. Literally almost $1. Same thing. Yeah. DLC tools probably a lot more preferable to be used. Okay, understood. So, okay, Cargo Heli collection. It at least has an interesting look and design. There's a very creative usage of transparency in all of these skins. The the small box, a lot of people like it. It looks very cool. The locker as well. And of course, throughout this year, we've had quite a lot of Cargo Heli skins. That's down by 50%. That's down by 61, 53, 14, 34. Did the transparency look good on these? Was it even useful? Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead, take a look at these tools. And as you can see, wha-bam. I could see people come along. They might be running after me. Help me out. No, shut up. Don't even bother trying to say that. But at the end of the day, it's a perfectly fine collection continuation. It's complete the sets. And hey, these have been in the workshop for quite some time. Pickaxe, here we are. Bows make sense. Unfortunately, with the hunting bow, your buddy Holly, the transparency on it just really wasn't helpful. It didn't really help in any way. Crossbow, yes, very much so. But the hunting bow, no. We've already talked about that. That was in a Rust store like 2 months ago. Anyway, we've had a good look at this, so let's just quickly go on stage. Strike a pose. My skull. And over to here, we quickly turn off the lights. And for what it is, it's fine, it's cool. It's just I don't think it's going to really be that much different compared to all the other tools. And if I turn over to my back, I've got a floating hatchet. But yeah, transparency, design, it's fine. But many other hatchets and pickaxes we've seen throughout this year look totally fine. And then they still went down in price. I remember that cool looking blue set. What was it called? You can go back over here and remind yourself. What was it called? Because that stood out really nicely. It was very unique and it still went down in price. And you're about to see it right now. Oh, come on, SCMM. You could have lined that up perfectly. But no, you've got to take a little bit more time. I sigh. Transparent. Blue. Made of ice. Cool. Down 46%. Oh. So even if people put an effort in to be nice and very creative with their designs, they still go down in price. So you're probably thinking, Hedge, what do you think about these? I think I could just pick them up for 60 cents to 80 cents. Yeah. Now, as you can clearly see, they're not selling too much. And as I pointed out, certain skins are being manipulated. With these tools, they never really sell too much, and that's easy to manipulate. Manipulators will probably keep an eye on these. If they sell next to nothing by next Thursday, do not be surprised in the slightest if at some point in the future they probably get bought out and inflated on the Steam market and suddenly look as if they're selling for $10. They're not, but yeah. So I don't really have much else to say there. It's nice to see the collection continuation, but I would have preferred the Cargo Heli table, which is like, transparent and has the glow in the dark and looks very cool right there. I mean, that would have been cool. That would have been nice, but we didn't get that. We didn't get that. I could have accidentally spilt things and made it fall on the floor. You didn't let me have that opportunity, face punch. It's got like the countdown and whatnot there. And yes, it does glow in the dark, as you can see. But no, they didn't want to pick that. They wanted to pick the tools. Okay, fair enough. All right, that's fine. So overall, I can't complain. You got a lot of variety. You got a lovely mishmash of skins. And we don't fully know yet if we might have more next week. It might just be a normal Rust Store next week, with maybe a sprinkling of some extra late notable skins from notable collections, if you know what I mean. So we'll get like a dessert next week, or maybe we just literally have complete the sets week 2. It'll be the end of the month of November. Nothing else is really going on, so hey, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll see collection continuations from recent submissions, because I'm sure many of you are well aware we're still seeing new skins being submitted. So as I look at this, you'll see my recent Rust Workshop skin checks. I'm not logged in here, now I am. And greening area. And then we also have Forest Raiders Furnace right there. Oh, Toolbox Tier 1. What else do we have with the doors? Industry Sheepman door right there. Now, if you can recall, the AK didn't sell too much, but this door looks pretty cool. I think a lot of people would appreciate that. That's pretty sweet. So yeah, there are some recent skin submissions that might be appearing next week. It might just be fully complete the sets, but newer skin submissions. There's the Chalk Menace Wooden Double Door, Rock, Paper, Scissors. Who's going to win? Could we get another Wooden Double Door being accepted? We shall see. So overall, there's still plenty more things that could happen. But I know a lot of people do prefer the absolutely wild and random skins that get pulled out from like years ago and whatnot. There's a special, nice bit of surprise to it. Oh well. At the end of the day, I don't think we can complain. Some interesting skins were picked. Notable collections did appear. What are your thoughts overall? What's your opinion of the Rust store? Probably much better compared to the previous week, but I did say last week I feel like this is just kind of warming up to what we're about to have here. So cool. Cannot complain. Chat, I hope you bought some skins that you absolutely adored and you love them forever. Now let's talk about what potentially might be happening in the future. So, as I said a little bit earlier, the player count right now, very good. I don't know what's going on for December. Well, of course, Christmas and whatnot, but don't be surprised if we don't see a lot of people playing until the end of the month, when kids have, Christmas break, and then other people, adults, they don't have to work so much. And also, don't forget, January 2025, January 2nd is the Force Wipe. Literally the day after New Year's, and pretty much everyone in the world usually celebrates New Year's, I'm sure, I guess. But I would be under the assumption that we're probably not going to be seeing that many people working, and then there'll probably be a lot of people playing Rust for January 2025 Force Wipe. That's looking very appealing. Will we reach over 200,000 peak players? Will we have over 100,000 players, average player count for the month of January? We shall see. But things are lining up very nicely. And when more people play the game, more people demand skins, and more people will be paying higher prices for skins. Oh, yes. Prices have been improving ever so nicely. No Mercy jacket. Who bought that out just as I showcased it? Anyway, so what is also lining up? Well, it's just kind of mentioning shields again. There has been a mention of this work cart. Work cart, you can put a box in the work cart. It can hold up to 18 slots. We'll see what becomes of that. That's looking pretty interesting. Siege weapons still being worked on. Not sure if that's going to be ready for December. I would have thought they'd like to have that being showcased in the Twitch Rivals event taking place in December. What? Oh, well. Well, we'll be talking about that in a second, won't we? But yeah, that's still being worked on. And yeah, it's just kind of like a bit of a quiet time at the moment. I don't expect anything crazy for December, but I would expect some interesting things potentially for January, most likely February, right? So now we need to talk about what's happening next month, more specifically about 2 weeks' time. Twitch Rivals, yes. It was mentioned at the end of the Twitch Rivals back in September. If you thought, why did Face Punch give all these random content creators Twitch drops for November? Because I know a lot of you are complaining a lot. Well, that's because all the Rust streamers are getting Twitch drops for this one. As you can see, we have 10 teams. Get a look at all of that. And then, of course, in total we have 10. I am under the assumption we're probably going to get between 10 to 15 Twitch drops, and I know of 5 of them. If you haven't noticed, if you take a look at my shorts, you'd notice that quite recently I mentioned we have a Team Rocket rocket launcher right there. And then recently I've looked at the Crowley Sheet Matador, which has transparency and glow-in-the-dark, head height transparency, and the Blueprint vending machine. Now, if I were to just quickly go ahead and take a look at the workshop, there is the Delicard set. And if you go take a look at William's Twitter, you'll see that he showcased that he was getting a jacket made. Why does William get a jacket made? What do you reckon? What do you think? Come on now. So, yeah, I know of 5 skins. And chances are there'll be 5 more for the other teams. And chances are there'll be general drops. Now, if you can recall, last year we also had Christmas skins as Twitch drops. Just random Christmas skins. Maybe that'll happen again. I'd like to see it happen. That'd be cool. We also had that computer desk being given away if you subscribe to people streaming Rust. Thank you to everyone who subscribed to me last year. I do appreciate that. Not sure if they're doing that again, but hey, keep your ears open. You'll probably hear something being mentioned on the December blog post. Well, you use your eyes, you read. Whatever. Anyway, point made. Things are pretty comfy at the moment, and maybe we'll see another complete the sets next week. Or maybe it's just a general Rust store, or maybe it's a bit of a mishmash. Keep your eyes open. And yeah, if you want to go ahead and look at the likes of my recent Rust Workshop skin checks video where I talk about all those brand new skins that are submitted, and of course all those collection continuations, which are chaptered right here, yes, feel free to watch this video. I yap. You've already watched this video. I'm sure you've got time to watch this one as well. But yeah, if you want to be informed of all the new all the new potential new skins to be accepted in Rust stores, there you go. New Twitch drops, I say that, Hedge. Right then, so I think that is a wrap. I hope this video is nice, concise, and straight to the point. I'm losing my tongue here. I've been talking too long. I've been talking non-stop for 3.5 hours. Chat, I've got to sit here and say thank you so much for watching me today. At one point, I had 150 people because they all wanted to see all the new skins. So yes, I'm doing this pretty much every single Thursday to the best of my ability, but I feel like I'm about to